Excitement is in the air. Suncoast Remake Learning Days just launched here on the Suncoast, and kids from pre-K through high school and their families can take part in this free learning festival. It's sponsored by the Patterson Foundation's campaign for grade level reading, and Beth Duda, the director of the campaign, is here to make sure we don't miss anything. Welcome, Beth. We're so happy to have you.
Great to be here and very excited to talk about Suncoast Remake Learning Days. We launched this past Friday. We've had 4 days so far of wonderful events happening across a 4-county region. Lots of opportunities for children and families to learn side by side.
Now, the Patterson Foundation's goal is to strengthen the community. How does this festival fit in?
Well, as we look at strengthening the community, that means strengthening individuals, strengthening organizations, and that will result in a strengthened community. So this is a great opportunity for us to help children and families discover the things that will spark their lifelong love of learning. We have community partners. More than 165 organizations and businesses have come together to create Suncoast Remake Learning Days, and all of those connections, that connective tissue that's happening between individuals and organizations, will strengthen our community.
Now, Beth, tell us about this remaking learning. What do you mean when you say remaking learning?
Well, I think a lot of times we think about learning as happening in a classroom. And certainly that's important. Our kids are in classrooms for 180 days during the school year, 6.5 hours a day. That ends up being just 14% of their year.
Oh.
They are awake and out of school 55% of their year. And this is a way that we can reinforce that concept that learning happens everywhere. Certainly the learning in the classroom is important, but the learning that we can have by pursuing the things that interest us can be, life-changing.
Oh, yes. Now, you're the head of the Patterson Foundation's campaign for grade level reading.
Yes.
How does this festival fit in with that?
Well, the campaign for grade level reading is a 4-county movement to make sure that all children, but especially our children growing up in asset-limited families, are able to read on grade level by the end of 3rd grade. And we have pillars in that. Summer learning. Many of our area children take part in our This Book is Cool program that gives 20 free books to children pre-K through grade 3 during the summer. But another important pillar is family and parent engagement. Our families, our parents, are a child's first and we hope best teacher. And their power and influence over how a child will proceed in their learning journey can't be underestimated. So this is a wonderful way for families and parents to establish and reaffirm their role in a child as a learning partner, as a learning ally.
And you know, one of the things I have learned from you about this reading situation is read, read, read. Let your children read to you, you read to them, but make it part of what you do. That is a valuable lesson that I practice now.
I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, reading every day to your child and allowing them to read to you can change their entire life trajectory. And having the involvement of parents in the things that interest you. Over the past 4 days, we've had children find out that they love robotics. We've seen children experience art in a way that they've never experienced before. We have theater, outdoor learning. We are doing a special event with Moat on Thursday night about Eugenie. And so, yes, there are wonderful opportunities for kids, no matter what their interest is, to not only find the thing that interests them, but to bring their families along on that learning journey so that we're strengthening our entire learning ecosystem.
What do you hope comes out of this in the long run?
Well, certainly a joy of reading, a joy of learning, but strengthening those connections, giving people the opportunity to experience community together, to continue to build the partnerships with all of the organizations. All of us can do very powerful things by ourselves, but when we work together, we can move mountains.
That's very true.
160 collaborating organizations. That
This is going
remarkable.
to be such fun.
It
is. And the festival runs through Sunday. We do think you'll have a great time there. The Foundation's Suncoast Remake Learning Festival is going to be going on through May 8th. You can learn more at suncoastremakelelearningdays.org. We'll be right back.